Hey everyone, I'm going to take a minute to go over your phonics skill with you for this week. We are continuing the long I sound and talking about different patterns that say I. So let's review those patterns. We talked about how I all by itself can say IE at the end of a word can say IGH can come at the middle or the end of the word and it says I, and Y will always be at the end and it will say I. So I've got some words and we're going to practice reading some words that have that long I sound. So in this first word, I've already went through this first row and I have found all the patterns that say I, and we're just going to practice sounding them out. And then on the next row, we will go through and find the vowels together. So when I start right here, I see that there's an S, it says S, K says K, blend it, sk, Y at the end says I, sky. Looking at the next one, I see IGH. It works together to say I. So I'm only going to say one sound there. H says IGH says I, and blend it together, high. Looking at the next word, I see the I all by itself. W says W, I says I, Y, L, wild, wild. Going on to the next word, R says R, I says I, blend it, rye, N says N, blend it, rind, D says D, blend it all together, rind. And then the last word on this first row, F says F, R says R, blend it, fur, Y says I, blend it, fry. Now, on this next row, we are going to go through and find our vowels. We're going to practice reading words that are not already coded for us. So whenever you get to words in a story, you need to be able to look at those words, find your vowels, and sound them out. So let's start with this word right here. The first thing I need to find is my vowel, and I see the I all by itself. And now I'm ready to sound it out. G says G, R says gr, I, gry, N, grind, grind. Now, if you get to a word like this in a story and it's an I all by itself, now we knew that it was going to make the long I sound because that's what we're practicing this week, but in a story, it may say the short I sound or the long I sound. Make sure you use that strategy of trying one, and if that one does not work, flip it and then try the other sound. All right, going on to the next word, I look for my vowel. I see that Y at the end. It's going to make that long I sound, so I'm going to sound it out. I, my. In the next word, I see the vowel team I-E, and I know that I and E work together to say I. T says T, I-E says I, and I blend it together, and the word is tie. When I go to the next word, I'm looking for my vowel. I see that Y at the end, and I know that that is going to say I, so I'm ready to sound it out. T says T, R says tr, I, try. And then at the end, I look for my vowel. I see that I and E, and I know that I and E work together. They're a vowel team. They're right beside each other. They work together to make that long I sound, and so I'm going to sound it out. P says P, I-E says I, blend it together, pie. Now, I'm going to leave the last line blank so that you can practice reading those. So I want you to read the last row and then go back and read them all one more time. I hope you have a great week, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.